Come on, Team Cowboys!
Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Angry Cowboys fan, are you down to ride? Drop a like on the video, go ahead and subscribe.
What's going on, Cowboys Nation and angry Cowboys fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your man, the angry Cowboys fan. Kinda blown away at the topic of discussion on Get Up about our Dallas Cowboys. On this morning's episode of Get Up, Mike Greenberg, Kimberly Martin, Andrew Hawkins, Dominic Foxworth, and Jeff Saturday were given a Believe It or Not segment to give their expert opinion on, and one of the topics was, if I say this is Dak Prescott's best Dallas Cowboys team, would you believe it or not? The question was first asked to Andrew Hawkins, and he kind of blew my mind with his answers, angry Cowboys fans. So we're going to take a listen to the 3 clips that I got for y'all, and y'all know what we're going to do after that. We're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, angry Cowboys fans, let's go ahead and take a listen to Andrew Hawkins.
Hawk, if I said this is Dak Prescott's best Cowboys team, you believe it or not?
I'm believing it. I'm believing it because, look, CeeDee Lamb came back late. He's working some kinks out, but he still looked good throughout this game. Ezekiel Elliott looked better than we suspected in week 1. That offensive line looked solid. And Mike Zimmer, coming to the defensive side of the Dallas Cowboys, is a difference maker. So I truly believe we're going to see a version of the Cowboys that we haven't seen in recent years.
I mean, what he was saying was kind of correct, but I was upset when I heard that response. I honestly felt offended by the answer that Andrew Hawkins gave. After one game, how in the hell can someone fix their lips to say that the 2024 roster is the best roster that Dak Prescott has played with? After an entire offseason where every talking head said that the Dallas Cowboys didn't do anything to get better, you have Andrew Hawkins saying that this is the best team that Dak Prescott has ever played with being a Dallas Cowboy? I am going to enjoy ripping this logic apart during my raw and uncut portion, so make sure you stick around for that. Jumping into the second clip that I got for you, Dominic Foxworth and Jeff Saturday give us their perspective on the tape. Does Dak Prescott feel pressure after getting his money? So let's take a listen to the clip and then we're going to come back and discuss it. Roll the clip.
I can't imagine that Dak Prescott can feel any more pressure than he's felt through the course of his career. At every turn, it's been us talking about it, them talking about it, Jerry holding out the money to the last minute every single time. I don't think this matters to Dak Prescott. Maybe it matters to Jerry, but he should take some responsibility. We spent a lot of this offseason critical about how willing he was to spend the money to make the team go. So you can't put it on Dak all the time. At some point, you're going to have to take responsibility.
And it's all on Dak. Make no mistake. It's all on Dak right now. Did Elliott look better? For sure. Red zone, they scored, which they couldn't do last year. All that is improvement. Howie Roseman got the Eagles better, too. Mm-hmm. Detroit is better. San Francisco's better. Like, the teams you're playing are legit. Jerry didn't go. He signed his guys. He and Steven didn't bring in guys to help the squad or bolster the squad. And Graz was here yesterday saying, well, they believe in their back. Okay, well, so does every other team. But they go out and help. They're not just asking Dak, play above the numbers, play above the X's and O's to carry your team. Because if that's your ask, these other teams are better than you.
See, this is when I like the analysis from a former football player. Dominic Foxworth has been on record defending the players and fighting for the players' salaries. I feel like I can trust him when he says something, and the same thing goes for Jeff Saturday. But they're both right in this clip, angry Cowboys fans. If Dak Prescott can get through all the rival fan bases having hatred for him, if he can get through our own Dallas Cowboys fans' hatred, if he can get through the person who is supposed to pay him dragging his feet every time that it's time to get paid, Dak Prescott is pretty good. Dak Prescott can handle it, Cowboys Nation. Now, getting into the last clip that I got, Dominic Foxworth says what every Dallas Cowboys fan said when an Eagles fan minimized the win on Sunday. So let's take a listen to what I got, and then we're going to come back and unpack this raw and uncut. So, Cowboys Nation, let's take a listen to Dominic Foxworth.
They were a playoff team a year ago with Joe Flacco at quarterback. That team is really good. And
The Browns, you're talking
the Browns.
about. Yeah.
That team is really talented and very good, particularly on defense. I think the Cowboys should be proud of the way that they controlled that game from start to finish and answered some of the questions. They're going to need to continue to answer these questions, but they answered some of the questions we had about their offensive line.
We're back on Get Up.
Damn. Did you see how Mike Greenberg cut Dominic Foxworth off? I mean, it wasn't Mike Greenberg, but the way that ESPN edited that segment, Dominic Foxworth had more to say, and I'm kind of curious as to see what he had to say, but I know they ain't going to air it. But this is what Dallas Cowboys fans have been screaming since Sunday. Everybody was so high on the Cleveland Browns on Saturday afternoon, on Friday afternoon. Everybody was riding that bandwagon, and when the Dallas Cowboys came to town and stomped the Cleveland Browns, Cleveland isn't good anymore? Makes me shake my damn head, angry Cowboys fans, but y'all ready for my Raw and Uncut? Y'all ready? Let's get it. Cowboys Nation, I want you to notice something here. I want you to notice how they're trying to prop up the casual Dallas Cowboy fan. They're trying to prop him up so early in the regular season. We only have played one game in the regular season, and people on Get Up are saying that this iteration of the Dallas Cowboys is the best iteration that Dak Prescott has ever played with? How can any of the talking heads go on TV and say that this is the best team that Dak Prescott has ever played with after one game? After spending the entire offseason trashing the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones for not making any offseason moves. What? Did the draft selections make it the best team that Dak has ever been a part of? Was it that groundbreaking? And remember, the talking heads have this team going 9-8 or 8-9, Cowboys Nation. Remember this, Cowboys Nation. I've seen the people trying to course correct and jump on whatever Dallas Cowboy bandwagon there is just in case the Dallas Cowboys are a great team this year. You know, they gotta leave that door open, you know what I'm saying? But I swear, this is becoming super unbearable to watch. Now, I'm watching these segments just to clown on them because they bring me no real substance for a true NFL fan. They are sitting there literally trying to place all the responsibility on Dak Prescott's shoulders. By them saying that this is the best team that Dak Prescott has ever played with, that's them saying if the Cowboys don't make it deep into the playoffs, it's Dak Prescott's fault because he had the best team that he's ever played with. The thing is, there's some Dallas Cowboys fans who actually believe this crap. There are some Cowboys fans who will repeat this crap as if it's gospel. There are segments like this that get into a Cowboys fan's head and they get super pissed at the end of the season saying, this was the best team that Dak Prescott ever played with and we couldn't get past blah, blah, blah. But it's like the more and more I watch these sports debate shows, the more I see behind the curtain. The more I realize that this is fake as hell, angry Cowboys fans. That there's not too much sports knowledge that one needs to go on TV just to yell your position at somebody else. You know, it's kind of like that coming of age realization that professional wrestling scripted. At that point, you know, I continued to watch professional wrestling, but I watched it in a different light. Knowing it's scripted, but kind of getting invested in the storylines. Is this what fans got to look forward to with sports media in order to follow their favorite team? Do they gotta dumb down their expectations? We're already having to do that with some news outlets out there. Don't make us have to do this with the NFL too. But there's good news out there. If you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, you don't have to worry because there's a lot of great Cowboys content creators here on YouTube and other platforms. But if you're not a Dallas Cowboy fan, make sure you find a reliable way to get your updates on your team because sports debate shows are losing the fact and gaining the drama. But as for Dak Prescott, I feel this year's going to be different, Cowboys Nation. I don't know if we'll get to where we want to be, but I feel Dak is prepared now more than ever to focus on and meet the task at hand. There are no worries like contract negotiations or signing a contract to distract him from the mission. There's no case distracting him from the mission. If he continues to get mentally and physically tough, I have faith this team can hang in with the big boys. But Jeff Saturday said something that was really important that I want to talk about. When talking about what other teams did and Dallas didn't do during the postseason, Jeff Saturday said, Graziano was here yesterday saying, well, They believe in their guys. Okay, well, so does every other team. They go out there and help. They're not just asking Dak, play above the numbers, play above the X's and O's to carry your team. Because if that's your ask, there's other teams that are better than you. This is the issue that I had with some of those Cowboys fans who always said that Dak Prescott can't lift this team past an NFC championship or to a Super Bowl. People that know the X's and O's and know how the game's played, they know that a quarterback can't do it alone, and it takes a team to win a championship. It takes an entire team to get to a Super Bowl. Those same teams that Jeff Saturday was speaking about, they know this. Their fan bases know this. How come it's such a hard concept to grasp for some Cowboys fans? If you have the answer to that, please give it to me in the comment section because I am dying to know. But anyway, this is the best Dallas Cowboys team that Dak Prescott has had the pleasure of leading? You know, I don't know that, but I can see that this is going to be the best Dak Prescott that the Dallas Cowboys have seen. I'm not judging this off of what he's done in the first game of the regular season. I'm basing this off of what he has been through as a young man in his life off the field. Losing his mother, losing his brother, getting deals done, becoming a father, meeting the young lady that brings him peace. All these things would weigh on a person's shoulders if they were a problem. I feel now that Dak Prescott is a father, it helps him with his nerves, it helps him with his patience, it helps him with his leadership skills, his priorities. One thing that I critiqued Dak Prescott on during the playoffs is his mental durability, his mental toughness. Having a child and providing for a family will whip you into a natural leader. That's if you want it. And I know Dak Prescott wants it. But not saying that Dak Prescott wasn't a leader before. I just feel that there is a level of empathy one gains when they become a parent or make a family. There is a responsibility for another person, and it's not just you. A level of accountability that places everything on your shoulders and allows you to take all that heat just to make a better way for your family. I feel that we're witnessing that more and more on the field as his child grows and as his career unfolds. The weights have been lifted, and Dak can now focus on one thing: a championship. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan. What did you think about what the crew over on Get Up had to say? Do you think that this is the best Dallas Cowboys team Dak Prescott has had the pleasure in leading into the first game? Let's have an adult conversation in the comments section. If you're digging the content and want to help get it out to even more Dallas Cowboys fans, drop a like on the video and share it with your friends who are Cowboys fans. If you are DC for life and have faith in our Dallas Cowboys no matter what, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified whenever I go live, release a video, podcast episode, or Madden 25 and College Football 25 gameplay. You know, I hope that the talking heads on Get Up are right. I hope this is the best iteration of the Dallas Cowboys Dak has ever been with, because I feel the Dallas Cowboys are going to get the best version of Dak Prescott they've ever had, all thanks to him becoming a father. This has been your man, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out. Dang, Angry Cowboys fan, you done made it through the entire video. But if you want more content, you can definitely go to this video right here. Or if you want the latest episode of the Angry Cowboys Fan podcast, you can go right here. But whatever you do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel, but remain DC for life.